So we're in San Diego for the week, visiting Katie's family. Obviously, San Diego's a good place to be. It's nice to be able to come here, but when we left Utah, it was about 40 degrees, and here this whole week it's supposed to be in the 80s and 90s. But at the same time, it's really good because I've got the Grand Canyon coming up in 3 weeks, and so far on Facebook and all the different groups that I'm in, they're saying that down in the valley it's up there close to 100 degrees. So gonna take advantage, do a couple of different training sessions while I'm here. One of them I'm about to do just a trail run up a local mountain here. I say mountain in quotations because it's definitely nothing like Utah. There's plenty of hills around San Diego, but being at sea level, this mountain peaks at 1,500 feet. So it's doesn't quite compare, but I'm actually pretty excited to train on it just at sea level, you know, to see what my actual lung capacity is. So even though we're technically on vacation, I'm still working and I'm still training, but it's nice to be able to finish work and hang out in such a pretty place like San Diego. Just got here to the trailhead. There's a ton of cars here, so we might be dodging people. Plan is to do maybe a couple loops. It's about a mile and a half up, mile and a half back down, and about 900 feet of elevation gain. So I figured 2 laps will get me close to 2,000 invert and 6 miles. So that sounds pretty good. sea level is so awesome. It's not like crazy noticeable just in like regular day-to-day, but on my way up, I opened it up quite a bit and just tried to go fast. Ended up getting my heart rate up to about 180, but at 180, I felt like breathing was still super easy. Whereas sometimes in Utah and at elevation, if I'm up at like 170, I feel like I'm sucking through a straw. That was awesome. Yeah, it was hot, it was steep, but since I got to do 2 laps, it was nice to get a break, I guess, like go uphill, then go downhill, then back uphill, back downhill. Good workout, pretty busy on the trail, but I didn't mind it at all. It's just cool to see people out sweating and doing something challenging, which I really like about San Diego. It reminds me of Utah, is how many people are out just getting a sweat on and doing some exercise. All right, so we're at Bonita Cove in Mission Bay. It's like a cove off of Mission Bay. It's not officially open water. I'm being a little bit of a wimp about this, but counting it because it's salty water, so I'm gonna call it the ocean. But it is nice because it's calm in here, pretty shallow, so I'm gonna not go out like super far. I'm just gonna practice more like laps, but I've never had like salt water in my mouth. Well, I mean, I've been to the beach before, but I've not like swam like this, so it's different. So we're just gonna test out the variables, but this sounds like a pretty safe environment to do that in.
Do you want me to come up with you?
Yeah.
It's gonna be freezing.
Ugh, that salt is like overwhelming. This sounds weird, but I felt like there was less air. I don't know if it was like pressure or something, but I felt like I couldn't get the bubbles out of my nose as easy. So I wasn't getting rid of all of my breath. I don't know, that was super weird.
Maybe nervy?
Huh?
Maybe you were nervy?
Maybe. And it was like, it's like cold water too, so putting your face in it's kind of like, you know, shortness of breath. But all right. That one was better. Everything's completely different. Visibility in the water, taste of the water. There's no walls to bounce off of. There's like no safety, you know, like it's just, even though it's like just right here, it's still kind of a feeling of like exposure. There's no lane line on the bottom to guide you, so you also have to sight. Like first time in the wetsuit, first time with my shoulders being constricted. It's all first. So this is always like the most discouraging part about starting something new and doing something for the first time. There's also exciting parts of like doing it for the first time, progressing quickly and stuff like that. But I always just fall back on like, what did I look like when I first started running, right? What did I first look like when I first started cycling or first swam and couldn't do 25 yards. So it's the balance of like being a little bit disappointed, but also understanding that like it just takes time. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap. My mouth tastes absolutely just horrible right now. Water in my ears, all kinds of discomfort, but at the same time, the last loop that I did felt much better, calmed down a bit, got comfortable in the wetsuit. So yeah, definitely a positive note, but I can't wait to swim in like a reservoir or a lake or something with fresh water, because that salt is like a legit factor. Glad I got the experience, because now for sure I know like I need way more open water swim before starvation. But starvation's in a reservoir, so I feel much more comfortable like getting back to Utah, waiting for it to warm up a little bit because there's still snow there, but then just getting like some open water.
I know, when you're here you forget
swim.
about the...
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Training on vacation in San Diego. Lucky to have this place to come to regularly. Lucky to live where we live. Kind of training paradise no matter where we're at.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.
Oh my god.